You walk into a car dealership thinking you're about to buy a car. But what you're really walking into is a psychological game designed to make you overpay quietly, legally, and with a smile. Let me paint the scene. You've been scrolling listings for days. You finally find the one. The photos look clean, the price looks decent. You already imagine yourself driving it home. You show up feeling excited, slightly nervous, but confident. Then the salesperson hits you with the line that sounds friendly. Nice choice. Let's see what we can do for you. And right there asterisk, that sentence asterisk is the trap. Because the dealership is not trying to sell you a car. They're trying to sell you asterisk asterisk monthly payment asterisk asterisk. And the moment you start thinking in monthly payments, you've already lost. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Dealerships don't make their biggest money on the car. They make it in the asterisk gaps asterisk, the confusing parts you don't question, the emotional moments, the paperwork you just want to finish, the extras that feel small compared to the total. It's death by 1,000 tiny cuts. And if you've ever left a dealership feeling weirdly tired like you just took an exam, you're not crazy. That exhaustion is the point. So today, I'm going to show you exactly how car dealerships rip you off. And how to walk in with the mindset and strategy to beat the game. Not with aggression, not with ego, with calm math and leverage. Because self-mastery for wealth isn't about being cheap. It's about refusing to be manipulated. Okay, let's start with the biggest trick. They don't ask, what's your budget for the car? They ask, what monthly payment do you want? Sounds harmless. Sounds helpful. But it's the equivalent of walking into a restaurant, not looking at the menu and saying, just charge my card, whatever. Because if the dealership controls the monthly number, they can hide everything inside it. A longer loan term, a higher interest rate, add-ons you didn't ask for, fees you didn't notice, and you'll still walk out thinking, I got the payment I wanted. Let's do the math that kills this illusion. A difference of just $50 per month doesn't feel like much. But over 72 months, that's $3,600. Over 84 months, that's $4,200. That's not just 50 bucks. That's a vacation. That's a laptop. That's your emergency fund. That's money you didn't have to spend. And the dealership knows most people won't multiply. So here's the rule. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember this. Never negotiate monthly payment first. Only negotiate asterisk asterisk out the door price asterisk. Out the door means the final number after taxes and fees. Not the sticker. Not the sale price. Not the internet price. The final. Because if you lock the out the door price, you remove their favorite hiding place. Now the second trick. The four square. If you've ever sat at a desk and they drew for boxes on a paper like it's a magic ritual, that's the four square. And it's designed to confuse you. They'll write the price of the car, your down payment, your trade-in, and your monthly payment. And then they'll start helping you. They'll move numbers around like a street magician. Look, we can get your payment down. And you'll feel relief. But what they didn't tell you is, the payment went down because the loan term went up, or the price quietly went up, or the interest rate went up, or your trade-in offer went down. They didn't reduce cost. They rearranged the pain. So here's how you beat the four square. You refuse to play it. You say one sentence, calmly, like you've done this 1,000 times. I'm only discussing out the door price right now. That's it. No explanation. No debate. Repeat it like a broken record. Because when you debate, they steer the conversation back into their game. Now the third trick, add-ons. This is where the dealership becomes a mobile app with subscriptions. You'll see stuff like paint protection, nitrogen tires, fabric guard, VIN etching, door edge guards, security package, appearance package. And it's always framed like it's already part of the car. They'll say, this vehicle comes with. No, it doesn't. They installed that stuff because it costs them little and sells for a lot. And here's what makes it sneaky. The add-ons are often presented right when you're mentally tired, when you've already decided to buy. You're emotionally locked in. You just want to leave with the car. So you accept the little extras because you think, whatever, it's only a few dollars more per month. but again, multiply. And also most of these add-ons are either optional, overpriced, or available elsewhere for way less. So here's your line, I'm not paying for add-ons. Remove them. If they say they can't, then you say, okay, I'm going to look at a different car. And here's the secret, they suddenly can. Because the only thing stronger than a dealership's tactics is your willingness to walk away. Now the fourth trick, financing. This is the part people don't realize is negotiable. The finance office, the back room, the person who offers you coffee and prints papers, this isn't the admin step. It's the profit step. This is where they try to make money on the interest rate Here's how it works in plain language. You might qualify for a certain rate through the lender, but the dealership can sometimes mark that rate up and keep the difference as profit. So you walk in thinking, my credit isn't amazing, so I guess this rate is normal. And they walk out thinking, nice. How do you prevent this? 2 moves. First, get pre-approved from your bank or credit union before you go. You don't have to use it, but it gives you a baseline. It gives you power. Second, you ask this question. What's the buy rate from the lender and what's the rate you're giving me? They may dodge it. They may act offended, but that reaction tells you everything. And if you don't want the drama, simplest version is, I have pre-approval at X%. If you can beat it, great. If not, I'll use mine. Now the fifth trick, the trade-in lowball. Dealerships love trade-ins because it's another place they can win. Here's the trap. They mix trade-in numbers into the whole deal so you can't see what's happening. They'll say, we can give you a great deal on the new car because we're giving you a good trade. Or they'll discount the new car but crush you on the trade. Either way, you lose. So you separate the transactions. You treat them like 3 different deals. 1. The out-the-door price of the car you're buying. 2. The value of your trade-in. 3. Financing terms. Never combine them until each one is finalized. And before you even show up, you should know your trade-in value range from multiple sources and offers. Ideally, you get at least one real offer from somewhere else. So you're not negotiating from hope, because hope is not a negotiating strategy. Now the 6th trick, fees. Doc fees, prep fees, reconditioning, dealer fees, mandatory packages. Some fees are legit. Some are creative writing. The trick isn't just the fee itself. It's that fees are used to make a deal look good while the real cost stays high. They'll advertise a great price, and then you sit down and suddenly there's $1,800 in stuff. So you anchor to the out-the-door number again. You don't argue about whether the fee is moral. You simply say, out the door needs to be X. However you get there is up to you. If they want to keep a fee, they can reduce the price. If they won't, you leave. Now the 7th trick is the one that feels the most evil, the today-only urgency. This price is only good today. We have someone else coming. This car will be gone. This is pressure. And pressure is used when the deal can't stand on truth. So you respond with calm, I don't make financial decisions under time pressure. And then you sit quietly. Silence is powerful, because the person who can handle silence usually wins. Now let's talk about the final boss, the finance office upsell stack. This is where they offer extended warranty, gap insurance, maintenance packages, tire and wheel protection, key replacement, and they do it with a scary story. What if your transmission fails? What if you total the car? What if you lose your job? It sounds responsible. It sounds like adulting. But the reality is, many of these products are overpriced, optional, and profitable. Some can be useful in specific situations, sure, but the way it's sold is emotional. They're selling fear. So your rule here is simple. If you didn't research it before you walked in, you don't buy it on the spot. You say, I'm not buying any add-ons today. I'll review later. And if they say you can only get it today, perfect, then you didn't need it. Now let me show you how to actually win this, like a system. Here's the exact mindset shift. You're not car shopping. You're numbers shopping. The car is the easy part. The numbers are the trap. So here's your calm, bulletproof plan. Before you go, You decide your maximum out-the-door price. Not around, not I'd like, a hard number. Then you decide your maximum loan term you're willing to accept. Because long terms make affordable payments that chain you for years. Then you get pre-approved financing. Then you collect multiple quotes, yes, even by email. Because the most powerful negotiation is not arguing at a desk. It's having options. And then when you show up, you say, I'm ready to buy today if the out-the-door price is X and there are no add-ons. And you mean it. And if they play games, you leave politely. Because walking away is not losing. Walking away is the move that proves you're not desperate. And desperation is what dealerships feed on. Now, if you're thinking, but I'm not good at negotiating good, you don't need to be. You just need to be consistent. Because the dealership's strategy relies on you getting emotionally involved. And the moment you stay calm, they have nothing. Let me end with a quick truth bomb. A dealership is not your enemy, but it is a business designed to maximize profit. And the ripoff doesn't happen because you're stupid. It happens because they've practiced this conversation thousands of times, and you do it once every few years. So you don't fight experience with confidence. You fight experience with a script. So here's your script, the one line that protects your wallet. I'm only discussing out-the-door price. I'm not paying for add-ons. And I have financing options. That line turns you from a target into a problem. And when you become a problem, the deal becomes fair. If you want, I can also make a one-page checklist you can keep on your phone, exact phrases to say, what to refuse, what to ask, and a simple spreadsheet to calculate the real cost of the deal in 60 seconds. If you want that, comment car checklist. And remember, wealth isn't built by big flashy decisions. It's built by refusing to leak money in places most people don't even notice. That's self-mastery. That's wealth.